Hello and welcome to day 29 of the 30 days of NES Classic here on StephenPlays. Today, Kirby's Adventure, which is a wonderful little adventure that Kirby went on. This is the second game, I think, that Kirby was in, if I'm not mistaken. The first game was Kirby's Dream Land for Game Boy, which is such an interesting play because that was before Kirby had the copy ability. It's just him walking around being like, I can't do anything. But then we have Kirby's Adventure comes along, and now you can start stealing abilities. What's so interesting to me, I think the Kirby series, more than any other series, has reused elements over and over and over again. And I don't think it's a bad thing, but it's also like, if you grew up with this game, you played this game, and then you went and you didn't play Kirby forever, and then you went and played Superstar, you'd realize how similar those games are. If you played Superstar and then come back to this as a history lesson, there's so many powers that are the same. The music is almost identical. Like they're very few new tracks. Even this thing that you're seeing right here, which is like this little explanation screen, they always do in the Kirby games. So there's a certain tone to the Kirby games, and they know what they're doing. They know their audience. They know what they're creating, and they always hit that mark. I've always been a huge fan of Kirby games. Anyway, Mal's going to take this one on today, so I'm going to hand over the controller to you.
Kirby 1 start. What if I want to be Kirby 2?
You don't want to be Kirby 2. Not after what I've heard that guy does on the weekends. Yeah, nah, that's not what you're going to do.
So, can't go anywhere. This must be it.
Yep, you beat the game. When you start it, you beat it. Congratulations. Anyone who's interested in this game should totally play it. Like, if you're a Kirby fan and you've never played Kirby's Adventure, you would enjoy it, and you'll get a chance to witness it here. But,
Beam.
It's a great history lesson, but it's
Beam.
actually still a really good game.
Beam. It's pretty for, like, an NES. Look at all the layering in the background.
It is, but it's also one of the later...
That's true.
It's one of the later NES games. It came out pretty late. But it's fantastic. It's not two-player, which is something that they started figuring out a little bit later, which I think adds to the Kirby experience by a lot. I think it's a great two-player game. But Kirby's Adventure is still really good, and it's the first game to feature powers. You get these powers, and you can suck them in, and then you have their abilities. I'm pretty sure if you want to drop an ability, it's select.
Yeah, it is.
Or you can get hit really hard, and then you just lose it. But a lot of the powers that are still in modern Kirby games originated here. There's a lot of the same enemies in this game as well. Some of the enemies are actually from the first Kirby game, Kirby's Dream Land for the Game Boy, and like now they have powers. You know, now they actually give you something, whereas in the first game they did not. But yeah, I've always loved these games, and if you're interested in playing this, I'm pretty sure it's on Virtual Console, but you can also get God, there's a Game Boy Advance game that is a remake, I think, of this game. And I don't remember the name. I think it might be Nightmare in Dreamland. Maybe, I think, is the name of this one. Didn't quite get it.
Oh, I didn't know what I was supposed to do.
Do you know how the push thing works?
No.
Whenever you finish a level, you'll drop down onto the platform.
Okay.
Don't press A until it reaches the very bottom.
Okay.
Then press A and you'll shoot up high. And you have the possibility of getting bonuses and things like that. Maximum tomatoes or whatever. Crane Fever!
Use the buttons to move the crane and try to get Kirby. A big one, hard to get, but worth it.
Try to get Kirby. Get that Kirby. So you hold A or whatever. There you go. Oh man.
Did I get a Kirby?
Oh man. You did it! On your first try! They threw another one into the machine. Oh man.
I got 2.
Wow, you did get 2. They said it was hard. It's clearly not. You did just fine. How many... If you have 4 lives.
Ups.
I don't even think you needed that many lives. You probably get through a Kirby game with 1 life. Kirby's not known for being a difficult series. Although by the time you get to the end of this game, it actually It gets pretty hard. One of the things that makes Superstar pretty easy is that you have the ability to guard. You can hold the L or R buttons in Superstar, and you don't take damage. Or if you take damage, it's so fractional, it never actually does anything to you. You don't have the ability to guard in this game, so it actually can get a little more difficult. There's Cutter. And if I'm not mistaken, I think the boss of this game is Marks. Pretty sure.
Warp Star.
And this is not a game that I played as a kid. I did not grow up with Kirby's Adventure. My first Kirby game, I actually think, yeah, I think the time is right. I think my first Kirby game was Kirby's... No, I was going to say it's Kirby's Dream Course, but I don't think that's right. I think it was Kirby's Pinball. I think Kirby's Pinball was my first Kirby game for Game Boy. Then Kirby's Dream Course. So, like, these very unconventional Kirby games. And then I got Superstar and loved it. And then later, Kirby's Dream Land 3, which is beautiful. Has such an amazing art style. It's been on our list to do a Let's Play of, a full Let's Play of, for several years, and we haven't gotten around to it. But I definitely want to at some point, because that game is gorgeous. It's such a unique art style. But all the Kirby games really, they focus on, I hate to be like they focus on graphics, but they do. They focus on like a colorful, fun world. In many ways, I'd say that they do it, at least for some of the retro titles even, like I would say they do it better than Mario. Like I think Kirby's Adventure rivals like Super Mario Bros. 3 in terms of just the variety of things you see, the palette of things you see. It's just a very pretty game, and you need that because Kirby is such a lighthearted character in a lighthearted world. You need...
Look at his little face.
Exactly, so get ready. That was a little soon, but you
Okay,
got up
I
to
wasn't
6.
prepared.
Well, when you go through a door and it has all the stars,
Yeah, that means
that you're finishing the level.
I wasn't thinking, I was just like, door.
Well, now you have a chance to make it right in level 3 of Vegetable Valley. You still got Beam. Kirby's like, I just can't today. I'm sorry. I just... Nah. Not happening. Think I'm just gonna fly to the exit. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna fly straight to the exit.
Bye.
Is that... There are some abilities, I think, maybe... that are in this one that aren't in the later ones, but I don't remember now. I think in one of the Kirby games, I think Broom is an actual ability. Maybe I dreamt that. Because you see the little guys with the brooms.
Yeah.
And in most of the games they don't do anything, but there's one
Come
game
here.
that they do. I wonder if it's this one, but maybe not.
Come here.
One of my favorite Kirby games, and I think objectively is one of the best, is actually Crystal Shards, which is the Nintendo 64 Kirby. And it was just because they came up with this wild idea to let you combine powers. It was so much fun. I remember when that game came out, I rented it immediately because I was so excited. I got Nintendo Power when I was a kid, and I remember reading about Kirby 64 and the fact that you'd be able to combine powers. And I played the snot out of Kirby Superstar and Dreamland 3. I mean, I played them all the time with my friends. I knew that game inside and out. And the idea of being able to play Kirby 64 and actually, like, have these powers you could combine, that was, like, super, super exciting to me. So I was pumped about that. But it's also a really good idea. Like, there's one where Kirby becomes, like, a refrigerator. And it's just so unique, because up to that point, you'd had, like, certain abilities. But, you know, you even start to imagine what they're going to do. You say, well, okay, well, if I'm getting bomb and I'm getting fire,
Okay,
so
ready?
how's that going to work together? Yeah, so...
And...
Wait. There you go. You did it!
I did it!
You did it! Also, look at a little UFO Kirby going by. So you actually earned... You earned a 1-up because of that. And what's cool is the little card there that says normal.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when you get to the goal, it says goal. Like, there's, like, different parts. Like, if you get hit, it quickly comes up and switches and goes, ouch. So there's all these different little things here. You gonna get the sword ability? You killed him.
Oh.
But you can go back in. You jumped on him and, like, Like, I think you will die.
Sword.
It's interesting, in this game, like, there's spaces where they'll just give you a free ability, but they make you eat the enemy. Later on, like in Superstar, they just have little icons floating. You can jump up and just instantly transform, so you don't have to do anything. And a lot of times in some of the stuff, they'll, like in Superstar, you can still suck in that... Well, it's too late now. In Superstar, they'll do that before a boss. You know, right before you fight the boss, they'll give you some options for abilities that you can have. And you don't have an ability, so you're gonna have to beat them with ice. And I'm pretty sure... Oh, eat him and see if you turn into Freezy. Yeah!
I'm cute.
You're cute!
I'm Snow Kirby.
You're ghostly white. But now you can actually do that, and there's that... When you... It's so cool! Like, this is definitely a later generation NES game. Like, there's so much going on. You can freeze the enemies, and then you jump up and you actually knock them towards enemies, and they can kill other enemies. Like, that guy would have hit you, and you stopped him. You said, nah, we ain't having none of that. It's just really cool. It's just... Man. And the NES was around for a while, too. Because it came out in '85, and this game is what year? 90... Was it 93? So it was out a bit. Alright, go on in that tree. See what you can find. I think Spark actually works similarly to Freeze, but Freeze is probably objectively better because it makes projectiles for you, whereas Spark doesn't do that. But it's, honestly, the Kirby series is never a game I really feel, I never think about strategically. I just have fun playing it. I can just walk around and just do whatever. So is this your first time playing this one?
Yep.
And what do you've played Superstar. That was Invincibility.
Oh.
Just FYI. You played Superstar, so what is your opinion of Adventure? Do you, like...
I mean, this is cute.
Do you see the similarities?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Like, it's almost like Superstar is like an updated version of Adventure type thing. You lose your abilities faster in this game. Like, you, Oh, you actually died! You bit the... And see, it says miss.
Yeah.
So
Do you want to try?
Sure. I'll give it a go real quick. And we'll probably wrap it up. Also, you can run. I don't know if you knew that. If you
got needle.
If you double tap.
Oh, okay.
There we go. Lost that. It's alright, I'm trucking. Come here, buddy. Don't actually want beam. Get rid of that. Give me sword. I like sword. And you can even do the thing like if you're running and jump.
Mm-hmm.
That's so cool. All right. See if I can do it.
2.
I couldn't beat you, and I played Kirby. King Diddy.
Why isn't it not Wispy Woods?
Huh?
Why isn't it not Wispy Woods?
You want to play it?
Sure.
Go ahead and wrap up this this video by going towards King Diddy.
You go down?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It is Wispy.
It's Wispy. I think they just put King Diddy's picture when there's a boss. So the boss this time is, of course, Wispy Woods. Because you always start with Wispy Woods. You have to go up and slash his little face.
Okay, you do slash his face.
You're just sitting there like,
sad.
Oh, you lost your sword. You got it back. You only got 3 things of health left. Taking out the apples, watching behind you carefully.
He's so sad. Poor
I think
Wispy.
You popped Wispy's eye out, and you got the little thing there. Also, I'm throwing in a plug. Mal painted a beautiful picture of Wispy Woods. And if you haven't seen it, you should check it out. Go to youtube.com/malmakes. Watch the Wispy Woods painting. It's one of my favorites. Ice Cream Island, it's the same kind of thing. Anyway, that's going to be it for today. We're going to go ahead and end it here. Kirby's Adventure is great. Like I said before, great history lesson, and then also just a really fun game. So if you get a chance, go back and play it. That means... tomorrow...
we have 1 left.
Tomorrow's the last day of this series. It's been a lot of fun. Tomorrow we're going to have a Pac-Man competition. I don't know how it's going to go, but I guess we'll find out. Join us tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern here on Stephen Plays. Are you good at Pac-Man?
No. I'd rather play Dr. Mario.
I mean, I don't think I'm particularly good, but I guess we'll find out who's the best at the NES version tomorrow.
Yeah.
See you then.